Well, I wish you good luck finding such a game on Roblox. Ignoring the fact that with this mic I sound pretty stupid, I think I'm gonna introduce myself here. So, hello, I'm Yummy Dummy, an average Roblox developer that tries to make a unique game. The game that I'm currently working on is called Fallen Kingdom. Wow! I know, it looks pretty good considering I draw that all by myself, and yeah. Come on, you gotta tell. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? But returning to the main question that many of you might ask, who am I and why do I sound so weird and what is this game even about considering it what should make this game so much more special than the others? Well, glad that you asked. That's why I'm here to answer all of these questions and explain you what should this game make better. So, what is this game even about and what is the entire backstory behind it? So I'm gonna explain it just in a bit. So it's actually pretty simple what this game is even about. So the main objective of this game is to survive. You, the player, are in a faction known as the Crusaders, with many other players to survive against the unknown, the heretics, the bandits, and the demons. Obviously, they are all your enemies that you have to fight. Before we continue on, I have to inform you a couple of things. So the name Unknown is a placeholder, I don't have a real name for them, and the demon have no really a flag, so you can just ignore that. And as you can see here, the map where all the factions are stationed, obviously, you can also see where they are and how they kind of positioned. And you can see it's not that perfectly drawn, the map, considering my paint skills are not that good. But hey, it is what it is. Considering it, you will know at least where it is, at least, and have some oversight on the entire thing. So, the type of genre my game is, it's a PvEVE type of game. Obviously, some people might ask themselves what this even is. Simply said, it's player versus enemy versus enemy. All the players are fighting against enemies, so bots, so no other players. And simply said, again, the players are fighting against all bots, but the bots also fighting each other, what's gonna make it even more chaotic and kinda more like a faction war, but with you, the players, are an entire faction on their own and make it even more chaotic. Obviously, you are not the entire time fighting other factions, you're also doing something else. You, the players, obviously going outside, search for like loot crates, food, water, I don't know, seeing in this beautiful little thing that I did here so you can better imagine that. You have to do again, go outside, find the loot and bring it back to the base. What's pretty simple, obviously, to say. However, there's a little thing here. Obviously, there's the threat of the enemy and the thing of the time, because you have to return to base before complete midnight falls. And during midnight, it's even worse because the enemies start to assemble and attack you. Of course, it's one faction at a time, so the players don't get overwhelmed, and obviously makes no sense if all the factions are in one all of a sudden just to attack you. But simply said, you have to defend until the wave is over or until morning. If any of this seems familiar or sounds something similar, it's simply that I took this concept from another Roblox game that I favorably like, DK in Winter, a pretty hard and unforgiving game. What, if you don't know, is also the similar thing of what I just said. It's just a wave-based survival game. Of course, I kinda recommend it, but I also do recommend it for it being way too hard for newcoming players. Hello my dear viewers, so a quick shout out from me here. So simply said, the game Fallen Kingdom might sound pretty cool and all that, but we all can agree that for such a large project it will obviously take its time, effort, modeling, its animation, sounds and everything. So it's gonna take its time, so you don't expect it already to release it anytime soon. And to even worsen all of this is I am a single Roblox developer working completely alone on it, who also has a private life, if you can understand, and don't have always time working on it. However, I try to give my best to make this game possible, considering it's one of my favorite dream games that I always wanted to release. Look, all what I'm trying to say here is this game is a game that you won't see anytime soon, and it's still in development. If I really think about it, I am really good at anything, but not like perfect, but still good enough to pull all of this off. And I hope you understand this, that this is the current situation of this game and my current situation as well. However, I'm gonna assure you that I try my best to bring this game out in the near future. I thank you really much for understanding it. I hope I could make this better in this situation that it's currently in, but yeah, let's continue on with the video. As you can see here, I kinda developed the map already and it's already pretty large, and yeah, the map is not that like of a really detailed thing considering it's still in development. I'm gonna talk about it in another video, and already as you can see already on the entire map that it has ambient parts like birds sounds playing in the forest obviously, and like creepy sounds play in the cursed forest over there. And yeah, as you can see already that the map is still in development, like the destroyed village needs a lot of things. I need to add details in the outpost and everywhere else on the roads. The only thing that's kind of finished is the church. I finished it completely. And if you ask yourself why it's so really foggy in the game, it's actually a pretty simple answer. Otherwise it would like that. And I tell you one thing, the feeling of a fallen destroyed kingdom suddenly disappears like that. And yeah. As you can see in the rest of this clip that I'm gonna show you about how I all structured the map, like here are the barracks of the players where they spawn, the little building here, our storage, ignore that it's empty, I've got the crates about it, obviously simple little details, the obviously not a stick war reference statue here, and yeah. Here's also a little bit closer on look to the church. I'm not a pro builder and it doesn't look like peak, but again, I'm alone and I'm still not that good in building, but good enough to pull it off. And yeah, then we come here to the forest, and if you see already, it still also needs something like boundaries and barriers. If you ask yourself how I did it with the trees and everything, I used a plugin known as a brush tool. I really recommend it. It's pretty useful of like spreading the trees here without any problem, and it really helped me during my development. And yeah, going a little bit off the way for you so you can see the rest of this clip without me standing here in the way and annoying you. So showing you here the entire forest, you can see it's pretty beautiful, has a little effect here with it, with this particle emitter that I funnily enough placed under the map. Actually, you won't see that in the game. And coming to the cursed forest, you can see that the entire ground is like corrupted. There will be a structure. Ignore the mountain for now. I'm gonna remove it and replace it then. I have multiple ways here, more dead trees. It's kind of large area. You can also see how the corruption spreads here. Also here is the other thing for the mines, but that will come pretty much later. I will maybe talk about it later. Here's the entire outpost. I won't gonna be pretty much in. I have these doors here with these funny little stones flying up and down to make it look cool. And yeah, regardless to say, let's come to the village. You can already see the barricades, the houses, the central building, the statue, the flag of the bandits, who does look cool. And yeah, considering it, I'm still currently working on this village and trying to finish everything off that I'm starting here, and yeah. And after all, here I'm gonna show you my great map that I draw with my incredible paintnet skills. And yeah, you already can scratch your head and already ask yourself that it might doesn't look the actual product I showed you here, but again, it's still in development. I still have to work on it, and yes, I'm gonna make an entire video about it, dedicating to the map, how I build it, and maybe it's even finished until that point. And for now on, I think that's all what you have to know here. And yeah, considering that we slowly but surely reached the end of this video, that is everything what I have to say here and told you here what you need to know. Considering it, I think this project is a great idea and a great game that I'm gonna release, and I think I managed to get it even maybe this year out if I put full my trust and my full skills in it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you are interested for more content like this, and I thank you really much for watching this video and your interest in the entire video. I hope you like and subscribe. It might be not much for the first video and I don't expect really much viewers, but yeah, it will help me a lot. And yeah, if you have anything that bothers you, any certain question to the game or to me, I'm right here and can answer you everything in the comment section. Just write it down. And yeah, I really thank you very much for your attention, and yeah, that's it for now. Bye bye.